Hey guys, so this is going to be about task management. I mentioned I was going to talk about my task management terminal applications. There's mainly two that I use. The giant complicated beast that is Taskwarrior and an N-curses based like Trello board, Kanban board called Taskell, which uses Haskell, if you couldn't infer that. So I'm going to cover both of these. One of them is strictly command line. One of them, the other is N-curses, like I said. So Taskwarrior is completely terminal based. So I actually have some shell scripts I wrote. Let me get to. I wrote a couple of these because I don't want to type out task and then all of the other arguments for their built-in binaries and their scripts. So I wrote a couple. Add tasks. So this is actually an old one. When I was doing my initial move of my task management from Trello to Taskwarrior, or if I just had a large batch of tasks to add, I can just input them all into like a shell script, and using the right shell script commands, input all the details for all the tasks all in one batch, and I could have as many as I wanted in here and just have all of that in there. Now, I didn't actually write shell scripts for the rest of my commands. I think I just aliased things. So let me see. Vim.bashrc. Yes. So I wrote a couple functions in shell, and then I have a couple of commands here that deal with task management. So if I want to add a task, I just do TA, task add, for me, and then it allows me to have an input, which is the name of the task. Report runs my favorite report. It's just like the daily burn down of your tasks, which I'll show you that in a second. T is task list, because if you just type task, it just shows you a list of tasks like this, as well as all the annotation subnotes. I don't like seeing all the annotation notes. And there's a lot of things with Taskwarrior. Like, it is a behemoth of a program, not in size, but in complexity and how much you can do with it. I mean, if you use it for a simple use case, it's pretty okay, but it can get complicated. So it's great for small things. It's great for really large things. And there's multiple layers of the hierarchy of how you can manage tasks. There's contexts, projects, tags, subtags, all kinds of stuff. Anyways, so task list is how I like to see mine. Task list, which is this view, and the annotations are in the brackets right here. So it's more concise, and it's line. It just looks nicer and cleaner to me. So I just do T now does that because I don't like typing. But and then I actually have H here, which is for Taskell, which because T is already taken. Task list, Taskell. Taskell's written in Haskell, so I just say H for Haskell. Whatever. I wrote a couple functions, so like task project. If I want to assign a task to a specific project, like if it's do something around the house or something to do at work or at some project like that, I don't really like dealing with the contexts too much because it's kind of wonky to switch between them, and I like having everything in one place, even though I can filter it. So I kind of just do my highest level of differentiation of task categorization is at the project level, not the context level. That's just me. You can do whatever you feel like doing. But you would input the task, the number of the task, modify it, and then the project is going to be whatever project you want. So if I was going to do task project, then I would type this, which is the alias. So the task project function is alias to tpro. So I would type, actually, let's do a live example. So the project of task 6 here, which I don't really care if you guys see these, is I need to mow my backyard. So task 6, let's just do tpro 6, because the first argument it's going to take is a task number, which is 6. And so it's going to modify and add the project is going to be the second argument, which is YouTube. So it modified the task. So now task 6, YouTube is now the project. Now, a task can only have one project at a time. So this is how like I do my differentiation. You can filter with commands as well. There's a lot of commands and a lot of flexibility you can have with Taskwarrior. But for instance, like this, I just changed my project very simply too. So tpro 6 to do. Yeah, so there we go, back to normal. So that's like tpro. I got tt, which is task tag, because you can add multiple tags to tasks. Like the tag I have, one of my research projects I want to do is learn more LaTeX. So the tag is LaTeX. Now, if I want to say that task 6 needs to have a category tag or a tag like, I don't know, chore. So let's just say, okay, task tag 6 gets chore, because task tag, the function, takes a task number, modifies it, and adds a tag. So this is aliasing and referencing the function to tt. So tt6 chore is the tag to be added. Enter. Task 6 right here has the tag chore now. Yay. So now I want to remove that tag. So let's just say task 6 modify, and I'm going to do minus chore. So now it's gone. So that's that's the type of simplicity and intuitive nature of the program, and I dig that. I have a couple other references in here, but you don't need to worry about those. But yeah, so those are like some of my basic aliases for Taskwarrior. Now, Taskwarrior is, as I said and keep saying, big, intense, complex. You can do a lot. Let's just see. So my default task is task list. That's how I like to see them. Line items like this. Annotations are grouped in these brackets. Now, an annotation is just like a comment on something, like I think my LaTeX one. So task edit 5 annotation. Yeah. So like I have notes on here. Like you can see, like you can have multiple annotations, and you have all of this stuff in here for the task, which is Taskwarrior stores all the data in JSON. So that way you can easily grab your information. It's not locked down in a proprietary format. It's JSON. We all know how to deal with JSON with JavaScript or whatever. So like it's in JSON. It's easy to deal with. But you can edit your tasks manually that way. If you're just really confused on something, you don't want to have to research the command. You just need to get it done. Like you just quickly edit the task and save it. But I also downloaded an additional package called Task Open, which works with Taskwarrior. Taskwarrior has a lot of extensions and packages that works with it and increases and expands its functionality. The only one I've really used so far or really cared about is Task Open, because it allows you to have URLs or like a markdown document of notes attached to your task. Now, I think this actually stores the documents in the task itself, like in the JSON string maybe. But what I tend to do is I have a file somewhere in my computer, like if I go to my home, I have right here, I have music discovery, and yeah, music discovery. So what I have in my task is go through music discovery list, because I have a list of artists I want to like actually go through and listen to all their music and see if there's more of it that I like than I currently have. And I have the markdown list, but what if I want to, I'm doing all of my management of my tasks in Taskwarrior. So this is where I'm at right now. I want everything here that I'm going to be doing to do. So in this case, task open takes an argument to task open, and it's going to be the number of the task, which is 4 for music discovery, 4. And it will actually open the document that is actually on in my home directory. So with this, I can see all these links to like the websites where I'm going to go or whatever to research more. But this opened up from Taskwarrior. I don't know what these commands are or what's going on here, so I need to look into that. But I mentioned earlier that I have a report. So Taskwarrior has a lot of reports available for you to visualize your task management. So if I write report this is what I have aliased. I'll remove my face. This is what I have aliased for, daily burn down. So I can see like daily, these are the how many tasks I have completed, how many are pending. I don't have any started because I actually just finished the ones I had started. But this is like, the daily burn down. And that's actually how I like to see my tasks broken out for reporting. So Taskwarrior also has like the assignment of urgency or priority. There's a lot of fields here that I've actually removed, but you can add a lot of fields. And I even have a document in here for my own sanity called the Taskwarrior cheat sheet. I don't remember where I got this, but maybe it was taskwarrior.org. I guess I got it from them. All the types of stuff you can do with Taskwarrior. There's a lot of stuff. So with this, there are contexts, which can be like an entire project or realm. So if you want to have like a context for work and a context for home, that way when you're at work, you can be in your work context and only see and deal with work items. And then when you get home, you can switch to a home context, and then only things related to home appear. And in each of those contexts, you can have priorities, you can have individual projects. Each project can have any number of tags. Then you can actually have the description of the task, and you can have an annotation or just notes on the task, or you can have Task Open installed like me and actually have documents and URLs and whatever working with this. Now, if you have a URL as an annotation and you use Task Open, it'll actually open the URL in the browser. And then urgency, this is like a not randomly, but I mean, it's calculated based on Taskwarrior. And if it has a project and if it has tags and based on the priority and if it's started or whatever, like this will actually, it does it for you. I don't do any of this. And this will actually tell you the urgency of a task. You can sort, you can filter, you can even make tasks wait. So I actually have task. I forget what it is. I have a bunch of tasks, or maybe, I think I actually deleted them. I have a bunch of tasks that you can actually make tasks wait, so that way they don't even appear when I call like task. It won't even show them because they're currently on hold. They're postponed for a later date. So that's actually this cat's biting the box. So like you can actually make, like postpone tasks. There's just so much. Task edit 6. So like they have IDs, UIDs, statuses. Here's the project if I wanted to edit it manually. Description, created, started, ended, scheduled, due. You can set due dates, recurrences, wait until last modified date. Like I don't need to change that one, but you can have task dependencies, annotation notes, dependencies, all this stuff, and then there's documentation in here as well. You can make this as simple or complex as you want. Now, I tend to prefer and really like Kanban board task management. So like this, I used this for a while, but it was a little bit difficult for me to get more out of it, and it was a little bit too much terminal, like too many commands to have to memorize to do all the little things that I wanted to just get it done. So I still use this. I still like it. I still use it, but I'm really using more of Taskell now. Now with Taskell, I changed a couple defaults, but with Taskell, I actually have, what the heck did I open? Okay. So with Taskell, I actually wrote a shell script for Taskell because, or I think maybe it was the configs I edited. I don't remember. Oh yeah, I think it was the configs. Yes. So when you type Taskell, when you first install it, it'll open up a file, a markdown file named Taskell. That's the default. I wanted mine to just be called to do because reasons. You can change some of the default settings in here. I haven't really had a reason to. You can change some of the default colors. I've done a little bit of that. I think that one is theme, yeah. I changed mine to, oh, I didn't. I originally tried to change it to some of the glove box colors, but it wasn't looking right, so I kind of just left it as it is, and it works just fine. But it's some ini files. It works. It works. It's not a lot to like edit. Like, it's an ncurses based program. It's a Kanban board ncurses based program. The files for configuration, key bindings, configurations, and the theme colors, like this is the configurations are so easy. Like, I'm still learning a ton about this entire system, but these configuration files were a dream. Like, so simple to understand, very easy. Wow, that's all there is to it. It's very laid out, super simple, great, love it. Okay, so I changed my default file from Taskell.md markdown to to-do because I have my to-do markdown document in here. Now, if I go Vim and I open it in Vim, you can see it's just a markdown document. This is all written by Taskell. I didn't write any of this. So if I go to Taskell, remember I aliased this in my bash rc, H is Taskell. It'll open up Taskell, the ncurses interface. I also changed how many swim lanes I have, because I like this layout. This is the layout I use for all of my Kanban type stuff. I have multiple Kanban things in different places, but icebox, backlog, to-do, in progress, waiting, and completed. I got lists of files, and let's just make an example task. You can see, like, I have my YouTube videos. This is one of them. I have a task here. I'm just going to type a new one. So A opens up and enter a new task. Hello, YouTube. Enter. Oh, the task exists. Now I'm ready to type another one because it just stays in insert mode. If I hit escape, it leaves insert mode and it hovers over the task. You can see now it's purple. I can go HJKL, Vim key bindings, right and left. I can go to Hello YouTube and I can hit enter and it enters the task. Now if I hit enter again, you can see it has no description, but if I hit enter, now it's letting me type the description. And I hit escape. Hey, we're out of insert mode. But I want to enter subtasks on this task. If I hit A, like we did outside, so you can see now it has 0 out of 1. So now we have a task. Okay, I want to enter another one. Enter. Oh, just like it was on the outside of the task. All right, I'm done entering tasks. So escape, leave that insert mode. I can go J and K to go up and down. H and L don't do anything here. But if I want to complete a task, all I have to do is hit spacebar. And you can see that this toggles the number out here as well. All right, what if we want to have a due date on a task like I have over here? If I am just selected on top of the task over here, just hovering over it, I can do the @ symbol, Shift 2, and this will say, due date. Now this accepts the due date has to be in year, month, day separated by dashes. So it would be like 2019-12-6 is tomorrow, and enter. Now we have a due date. It turns red. It's red out here. Great. What if I want to delete this task? Or actually, let's do movement first. If I hold shift, if I just do HJKL, it'll just take me around in here and I can select stuff. But if I want to move this task, I can hold shift and move it over here, up, over to left, all over the place. Now when I let go, it's, I can move around like normal again. But what if I want to delete it? Shift D deletes the task. If I want to undo that, I can do U. There we go. Now I have a lot of completed tasks. This is just perfect for me. It has everything I need. It has due dates. It's got subtasks. It's Kanban swim lane oriented. I love Taskell. It's not Trello. It's not too much. It's not browser based. It's minimal. It's ncurses. It's terminal. I like it. So this is what I use mostly nowadays is Taskell, and I do still keep some stuff in Taskwarrior, but for the amount of stuff that I need, Taskell just does it for me. Got some YouTube videos coming down the line. This is these two. I'm just combining them into one. I got some other stuff coming down, so look forward to that. Anyways, I've gone on long enough. These two programs are amazing. If you take the time to learn them, I love doing my task management on the terminal like this. Trello was great. I really liked Trello, but going to Taskell, it's just there's no more noise, no more graphics. It's just the text, the necessary parts. It's all I need. I love it. All right, that's all for now. Have fun.